details and confirmation of your Acnn subscription, please call +234 703 2656 544. You can also reach us via email. Together, we can reach the world with the undiluted Word of God.
Hello and welcome to News Update on Acnn TV. The Senator Shehu Sani, who represented the Kaduna Central during the 8th National Assembly, says history and posterity will not be kind to those keeping silent on the incessant killing of northerners by bandits. The former lawmaker was reacting to the massacre of over 43 villages by bandits who invaded the Goronyo market in Sokoto State and gunned down scores. In a statement posted on his official Facebook page, Senator Shehu attributed the killings to the leadership vacuum, stressing that there was no place in the world where people are slaughtered in mass like northern Nigeria. Now, the federal government has filed an amended 7-count charge against the detained leader of proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. The amended charge, which was filed by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, borders on treasonable felony and the alleged involvement of Kanu in acts of terrorism. On July 26, Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja adjourned the trial of Kanu until October 21 after the DSS failed to produce him in court. She faulted the action of the security outfit and asked the prosecution to be diligent with dates whenever she gives one, stressing that it was for Kanu to be present at his trial. The judge had also made an order for regimented access to the defendant, but declined the proposal of Kanu's counsel that he should be transferred to a correctional center. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says Nigerians without internet-enabled phones will still make transactions on eNaira platform. The CBN disclosed this in a document titled Design Paper for eNaira. According to the Apex Bank, eNaira was developed based on simplicity and ease of use to ensure Nigerians without internet-enabled phones can access the service. It explained that the approach would not further alienate sections of the population who are uneducated, lack exposure and access to internet services or digital devices. According to CBN, the e-Naira will complement existing payment methods such as mobile banking apps, point-of-sale terminals, USSD, fast response code, and internet banking. The top U.S. envoy, Zalmay Khalilzad, to Afghanistan is stepping down from his role less than 2 months after American forces withdrew from the country. Zalmay Khalilzad led the U.S. dialogue with the Taliban, but months of diplomatic talks failed to prevent the militant group from seizing power as the Taliban took control in August after capturing the capital, Kabul. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Mr. Khalilzad's deputy, Thomas West, would take over. Meanwhile, in a letter to Mr. Blinken, Khalilzad acknowledged that the political arrangement between the Afghan government and the Taliban did not go forward as envisaged. And on sports, FIFA will hold talks with national team coaches this week over controversial idea of holding the Men's World Cup every 2 years. The consultations about the proposal, which had come in for heavy criticism from UEFA and the CONMEBOL, the International Olympic Committee, as well as coaches and players, will take place today and on Thursday. It will be held via online calls. The World Cup has been played every 4 years, apart from cancellation since the inaugural edition in 1930. FIFA also wants major continental tournaments, including the European Championship and Copa America, to be played every 2 years. A report from FIFA on the idea is said to be published in November before Global Summit by the end of the year. The 9-time African champions, Nigeria's Super Falcons, are confident they can achieve a good win on home ground on Wednesday that will put them to relative advantage in their 2022 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying fixture against Ghana's Black Queens. Both fierce continental rivals will battle at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in the first leg fixture, which will eliminate one of the best teams in women's football on the continent and render the team inactive for the next 2.5 years. The 12th Women Africa Cup of Nations scheduled for Morocco in summer of the next year will also serve as the qualifying tournament for the 32-team 2023 FIFA World Cup finals in Australia and New Zealand in 2023. This means that the team that loses out in the Ghana-Nigeria fixture will be without meaningful shooting practice until the qualifiers for the 2024 AFCON finals are activated. That's a news update brought to you on Acnn TV. I am Charles Philip Wakalam. Bye for now.
Beaming from the nation's capital, we bring to you the good news through various programming, news updates, worship, and teachings.
The paralysis of sin makes us to be separated from God.
Contact us for your live streaming solutions and event coverage, such as synods, conferences, seminars, revivals, and lots more. Engage us in showcasing your brands and services to the world through adverts and sponsorship. We also offer latest broadcast equipment